Welcome to Common Hood. This your host, your OG Simon P, and I have the beautiful Mechelle with us today. And of course, Calvin rushing through traffic, bending through the lanes, working on $1 million high deals, showing the young people this is work clothes today.
Oh Lord, you better
So if you
believe.
gonna do polygamy shit, be able to afford the money like Calvin.
Oh my goodness. Really, someone?
Be able to afford things like Calvin, but he's his brother that's out there married. You know, picking back from the last time we talked, we was into that true thing about love, and we just never completed our thoughts on that.
Right.
I agree.
So we're gonna wet it one more time and get out of there, because I still say, well, that true love is kind of hard to find out there, but for those that have it. Woo-hoo.
It is possible.
It's possible.
It's
It's
possible.
possible.
It is possible,
Okay.
Calvin.
I had a sibling say, ain't one woman he know that love him, that he know for sure, which is his mama.
The one woman love him for sure is his mama. You know what?
That's what he know for sure.
That's what he know for sure. Because I 100% agree with that now. I've been married 30 years. I 100% agree with that joker, man. 100% for sure his mama love him because she birthed him.
Right.
You know?
So, this new Jack love, this new love, the way they do it today, it's a more so with infatuation
Mm-hmm.
and sexual attraction. And you put the two together, it's kind of they speed it up how fast we get to intimacy now. Now I understand I done had some quick flames, but I already know the people.
Right.
So, it didn't just go straight to intimacy just off of the one night. I showed the big old booty. I got on IG and showed the big chest.
Mm.
It takes time. So the first question out the gate, and I got to start this with Mechelle.
I got you.
Woman first.
I'm finna listen, man. I'm finna listen.
All hail to the queen.
Lord Jesus.
All hail to the queen.
You know you're funny. So
All hail to the queen. This for all of us now.
okay.
Everybody get the info, but I want Mechelle to be the first to respond. Can you love someone beyond just yourself?
Yes, you can. I'm gonna say this.
Yeah, let me tell
It
you.
has to be, you have to be spiritual rooted. I'm gonna say that. If you can love someone beyond yourself, because Christ said that we should love thyself and love thy neighbors. So, with that being said, if you're practicing what you truly believe in, then you can love beyond yourself. Because God says unconditional love.
Okay, now before Calvin get in, since you brought Christ,
No.
I think Calvin mentioned there's different types of love when he wanted to finish this up. When you talking about Christ, are you talking about romance love? But you said loving thy neighbor as thyself.
Well, I mean,
So we're gonna keep it on romance love.
Okay, romance love.
Or as couples.
Okay, we can do that. Okay, yes.
I like a concept because the concept is definitely true when it comes biblically, when the biblically sound concept, what you did, which is great.
Mm-hmm.
But romance love is something totally different.
Okay, come on, hit me with it.
Okay, so romance love is like this. You can be infatuated with somebody that's like you have an eye for, or you can look at that body, or you can look at a man and say, oh, he looks good type of thing. And then y'all have this romance type, short type love type span because of what you see with your eyes, not because of what you have on the side for the person, right? So romance love is not as deep as a biblical sound love. That unconditional love is something totally different. You get it? Romance love.
I'm thinking totally different from what y'all think.
Yeah. So when you say romance love, you're talking about like the intimacy type thing, right?
Okay. Do you love yourself?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Do you love yourself?
I do.
I damn sure love myself.
You better believe it.
Now, loving myself, I do anything I can to please me.
Right, I get you.
Me first.
I get you.
All day,
I get
every
you.
day.
I get you.
Thinking about nothing else but it.
You know what, bro? I'm gonna be honest with you. I love that concept because when you say love somebody beyond yourself, I get it now.
Nah, you get it.
I get it.
Loving somebody beyond yourself. Can you give that other person
that type of thing? Now,
that type
in my
of love.
perspective, I think I do it all day long because I don't reflect on myself. I should have self-love, basically, right? But I give everybody myself all the time. And so I have to be able to
That's
understand.
good.
I have to be able to understand how to love myself so I can back off. But sometimes when I do that, I feel like I'm selfish.
So you're learning to love yourself.
I'm learning to love myself.
I love myself.
Yeah.
And you love yourself.
But I had to get to that point, though.
Yeah.
I'm still learning that.
Yeah,
Now-
I had to get to that.
Now, put somebody in the picture that's saying, I want you to give me that. The same way you love yourself. You look good today? I need my haircut.
Okay.
But I ain't got no money today.
Okay. So if we're keeping it 100 by the romance, then
Not couples now, by having a relationship.
Okay, well, if he needs his haircut, he needs his haircut.
Okay.
So I'm gonna make sure his hair is cut. I mean, we are a representation, hopefully,
Of each other.
Mm-hmm.
But I think when you say loving beyond yourself, once you learn to love yourself and know who you are, then you can give love.
Mm-hmm.
And you, of course, if he say he need his haircut, then I'm gonna make sure you get his haircut.
I like what you said earlier before you got into the second stance. You said that loving yourself, it took time to get there.
It does. It does.
It did.
That's how I be feeling when people say, oh, we boyfriend and girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we just got married. So everything's supposed to be perfect because you went down there and signed that contract up and got married.
Not the contract, family. Not the contract.
It is a contract.
You better believe it. Go ahead.
If I ever get out of one, I don't think I'll sign another one.
I know that's right.
But it is what it is at that point. I think I can settle my own affairs. That's all I'm saying.
I did.
Those who believe in going through the state to get everything good, hey,
It's
go ahead and do what you do because that's what we taught.
Yep.
But I do know if I do it again, I think I can negotiate my own self and we should be established enough to go.
Good to go.
But going to that, let's go on to the next thing.
Okay.
Platonic love, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's when you first kind of meeting before it get to the romance or the sex or whatever you look at.
Right.
Last time we was here, we didn't really get into the time frame to establish that. I think we might have mentioned 6 months, 7 months, but I wanted to elaborate without putting time on about just pulling out some things that should be engaged upon to reach that point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
To reach that point.
Right.
Because we already covered that. It's like Mechelle, beautiful woman.
Mm-hmm.
So she may attract all initially. Same way with you, Cap.
Mm-hmm.
You know, tall dude, 6'5", you know, Hollywood appearance or whatever.
Yes.
That
It's over here. See, he put himself on the back burner because he got the swag. See,
Yeah.
they'll try to
Okay,
the swag.
okay,
He got the
okay.
swag, you know.
You do.
But, you know,
and you know you might have the swag.
you got the swag.
Yeah,
you know.
you might call the swag, but
Yeah.
but the swag get penetrated easy.
Nah,
See, the swag is
brother.
The swag always like kind of attract the girl that say I want the bad boy for a while.
Yeah.
I want to have the bad boy.
Yeah, for a while, huh?
And then they get in there and be like, oh, he may not be as bad as I thought, or he ain't got everything I need.
Right.
But it was just a swag that could print because I'm not as beautiful as y'all.
Man,
Come on.
Go on with that bull crap, man.
Simon.
Go on with that bull.
Yeah, I'm not as attractive as y'all.
Go on with
you
that
know.
bull, man.
You know,
Really, Simon?
Go on with the bull, man. That's that bull, right?
Yeah.
I'm tired of him talking about it. Anyway, go ahead. Let's go back on the subject. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead, brother.
So when we talk about the platonic love,
Mm-hmm.
the last time we said how much time is reasonable. But I
Mhm.
was sitting out through the week for reunite. I was like, it ain't this time because people be together 20, 30 years and they still say they don't quite know each other.
Man, look. Do you want me to elaborate on that?
Let him go ahead.
Oh, elaborate on
You
that
jumped
first?
off there.
Well,
Yeah, he
well,
really jumped
I had
on.
to jump on in there. You know, I had to jump on in there.
Okay.
And it's true.
You jump, getting some answer.
I got to give you an answer. So
I agree.
You know, so the thing is, I've been married 30 years.
Okay.
And at 30 years that I've been married, you'll never know the person. They change, they revolve around time, man. It changes on levels. And you always think you know the person, but you really don't. And so if you said my platonic love, it's like you get into a relationship for the first 2 years, right?
It's hot at first.
It's
too,
hot.
ain't it?
Boy, look at you.
Steaming.
It's like, man, look, You like, oh man,
Everything.
this is hey, how they said it on Harlem Nights.
Them first 2
How they
years.
said on Harlem Nights, he threw it in the air. He called home, saying, "I ain't never coming home," type thing.
And that was just
It was
a
sunshine.
30-minute session.
It was sunshine for the first 2 years. First 2 years, you getting to know each other because you're breaking down the fake walls. You get it?
Say fake walls.
You're breaking down the fake walls.
You think it's fake?
Oh yeah, man. The first 2 years, each individual person is still learning each other, so they're breaking down the fake walls. Because when you meet somebody, hey, look, man,
Fake.
I got to give it to you, blood raw. When you meet someone, that person that you meet in the beginning is not the person that you're going to end up with.
I agree with
Okay.
that.
Now I can agree with that.
Yeah, it's not the person.
But you use that
so
word
when you say,
fake real hard, though.
I gotta use the word
I
fake.
don't know if I would use that.
Well, look.
But okay.
So you meet a guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you talking to the guy, right? You're not going to tell the guy everything about you because you just met him. So you got that stuff inside you. So you're trying to figure him out. He's trying to figure you out. So basically, both of you guys got walls up. You got barriers up. So basically, you got
like barriers better.
You know.
Calvin, when you talking about these walls are layers to a person and the fakeness of a person, that's what make a relationship unique.
It makes it unique.
When I say unique is breaking someone's preoccupied mind to get to that layer.
See, that's why
to get to that layer.
I wish that people could
like
be more upfront. Now, when I say fake walls,
you know why we're not upfront. You know the word. Why the hell should I trust you? Because I just met you.
Exactly.
Okay,
so
then. So
I get it.
Give you up front to you.
I'd rather have the truth up front. That way I can make my choices. Because the thing is, you tell me the truth about yourself up front, and I tell you the truth about myself up front. This is what I've been through. This is what I'm going through. This is what I am. This is what I'm at in my mindset. This is what I'm at in my spirit. What's going on with you? But then you have a choice to make, right?
When you be up front like that, to me, that's your past.
Well, that's your past, but it's still your future too, because that past will come up.
But you handling it right now.
They could have getting this out. So
but you handling it right now. So I agree with you. It's okay to be that past because, like I said,
the past gonna come out in the future anyway. Whether you want to believe it or not, it's gonna come out.
Not if you defeated that was hindering you.
Well, that's the thing.
Now that's the thing. Now, but either way, whether you told the truth or not, and if your past have not been dealt with, the person gonna have to know that anyway.
Well, listen. So what I mean by that is this: we all have a past, right? We all have hurt and things that happened to us in the past, right? Mm-hmm. And we somewhat think we dealt with them. And then you get into a relationship with someone, you really haven't really dealt with your past because sometimes something can trigger something in you in your relationship that you're in at that moment, and it'll come out. And when it comes out, I'll be like, oh man, I thought I defeated that thing. You didn't defeat it because it's coming out in your marriage, it's coming out in your relationships. So what I'm saying is, when you get into a relationship with someone,
we got a female. You got things in the past?
Of course.
I want to talk to you for a minute.
Let me be quiet then and listen.
Mechelle, I'm going to take this so organic that when those things come up in the past, at that point, I want you to share. I'm going to show you what real love is. We're going to handle them things together.
Exactly. I mean, that's the thing.
It ain't about being fake.
It's the being old. That's why I was going to say.
It's like we know you didn't get them gray hairs without no pain.
Listen, what I'm saying is this: when you meet people, listen, I'm trying it. I'm trying it right now. You know, I got a little darkness and a little gray right here. I'm trying it right now, but I love salt and pepper now because it's pretty. It's good. Whatever. But what I'm saying to you is,
I can't go in the club and lie no more and say I'm 35.
Man,
call my belly be sticking out.
I'm trying to give a point here, man. Anybody talking about your belly and all that stuff? This joke get on my nerve, man. It don't matter if he got a belly or not. He still got swag, so it's all good. It's all good. He know it too. That's why he joke around about it all the time. So he joke around all the time about it. But my thing is, he still got swag. That's the thing about him. He got swag. He's a very intelligent man. You know, he can talk to anybody he want to talk to. Mm-hmm. You know, and he might not even say this on air, but I'm gonna say it. The man can go anywhere and women talk to him. I hung out with him. Man. I'm gonna leave it alone because his wife don't want to hear that. But here it is.
That's how I got her.
The swag.
Yeah, she hit.
Listen, what I'm saying is,
She know who he is.
what I'm saying is this. When you meet people, it's not the real person that you're meeting at the time. That's what I mean by fake people.
Right.
And I'm not trying to say the fake word is like a vulgarity type word. It's not the real person that you're meeting.
I don't think it is. You know,
Yeah.
I think the most sexiest thing besides the physical thing
Yeah.
is just somebody helping you help discover you.
Exactly. And I get that. I get that.
That's what's cool when a female help you say, "Oh, I never seen it that way," but you're right.
Man, look, you
And then
really? They say that? They say that?
I've done that before, Cass.
What? Really?
Yes.
Let me sit back and talk to you.
A woman very active and more active listeners than men, right?
Yes. What's wrong with that, Calvin?
What's wrong with what?
When you say, you know what, I've been in a conversation with a male friend, and we can say the same thing, but when he explains it differently, and I sit back and I'm like, you know what, you got a point.
Now my wife, you know, she once she gets to the area of like just sitting back and not verbalizing anything, and she can listen to me and hear me out, then she'll say, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
I got it.
But she have to be able to relax.
Your wife have to be in a relaxed
type state.
So
for
you
her
have to be able to identify and put her in that state
to be able to
in
communicate.
order for her to communicate
Exactly,
with you.
exactly.
So every day don't work for her. She might be she's scared to tell you, talk to the hand right now.
Yeah.
But
No,
you got to
mine
be able to
ain't
recognize.
scared.
Yeah.
She
But you got to be able
Yo.
to recognize which leads to the next thing.
So can I say something?
Oh
really
yeah.
quick? So being an active listener, we're going back to this place, and this is because of maturity. I've learned that when it comes to the male figure or that male, it's very important that we listen, being an active listener, because y'all say a lot. Because males say a lot.
Because we made a hell in and
we internalize a lot.
So, but you all say a lot that you're really trying to get a point across. But the reason why half of us miss it, and I'm only saying that because I've been there.
Yes.
I've missed half of what the man was saying to me because I wasn't listening. I was all over the place. I was, I wasn't even focusing in. Oh yeah, I hear you, honey. I hear you. But really, was I listening?
Right.
So preparing for when that time comes to be married again, I'm intentional about, okay, let me hear what he's saying. And even if it's something that upsets me, I've learned to just sit there and listen, because once he's finished, then it's, are you done now? Because I need to identify that I'm not interrupting. I'm not trying to cut off your thinking process or what you're trying to express.
Or trying to tell you
or trying to tell me,
it.
right? So I don't want to cut the individual off. So when I'm talking to a male, I've learned to listen. And when they're finished, or if it gets quiet a moment, are you finished now? Am I able to talk? And I found out to be that more receiving from a male instead of cutting them off. Y'all don't like to be cut off because y'all trying to get your point across.
It make us elevate.
Okay, but didn't I learn something?
Yeah.
Did I not learn something?
Yeah.
But that's the active listener. But it goes both ways too. Because sometimes we do flare up when we don't want to fully listen, and don't have the patience to allow you to complete your thought. Like, I know me sometimes I'll be feeling like, oh man, I'm easy problems. Like, come on. But that was insensitive.
Yes, that was, Simon.
See, that was insensitive.
On
what I think my children, I feel like, hey, you worry about the wrong thing.
Yeah.
I have to be careful not to articulate that. And this what lead us into the next thing of establishing boundaries within ourselves and respectively being able to recognize the other person's boundaries.
That's a deep situation right there, man, on the boundary area. Because in relationships, each individual person always step over each other's boundaries, because we haven't set those boundaries in the beginning. In my marriage, it's like, my wife don't think I got any boundaries sometimes. You know, me personally, I'm an internalized type dude. So if we get into a disagreement, I go with inside myself. I might get quiet. I might not say something. I might. It's not that I'm like mad. I have to go inside myself to think about what the situation is.
Right.
Most men do that. Most men go on both sides of themselves because we don't want to argue. We don't want to fight. We don't want to, go throughout the house and turn your back when you go to bed and all this other crazy crap. We don't want to do that. So for me, I have to think about what we're talking about. Is this something serious? Is it a kingdom issue? That type of thing. Is this something that's going to destroy us? Type of thing. So I have to really analyze that. And sometimes when I articulate myself to her, I have to be able to go back and sit back for a couple of hours before I come back and talk. Because if I do it right then and there when I'm mad or upset, it's not going to come out right.
Mm-mm.
It's not going to come out right at all. It's going to come out in vulgarity. It's going to come out in some harsh type words, something like that. And then we end up in a blown out conversation.
Exactly.
And both
That's
parties,
what the soul sister.
yeah, man. If both parties are stubborn, it's a hard thing. And if you know the background of my wife, my spouse, man, she, 18 years correctional officer, man. She was a nurse for a while, for 18 years, and so she has a background of like, hey, look, no holds barred type thing. So for me, military and different things of that nature, that I have a strong will too. So in that concept, I have to be able to sit back and say, hey, look, I'm not going to talk to you right now. She might get mad. I'm like, I'm not finna articulate on that right now, because if I do, it's gonna be a whole blown out thing that's gonna end up in a blown out argument over nothing.
How do you handle the boundaries? You think they need to be set?
I do.
They do.
They do.
Okay.
I think you do have to set boundaries, because if you don't, it's probably going to be like Calvin said, a blown up situation. He identifies with what ticks with his wife, and he also identifies with how he needs to respond. So you there goes boundaries right there.
Mm-hmm.
He set his boundaries, and she set his boundaries, and that way they're not crossing each other's boundaries, because if they do, it's gonna be a blowed up situation, and now you can't take it back.
You can't take it back,
And you can't recoup. And so it is very important that you respect each other's boundaries. Because, okay, so I'm gonna use fencing. If I was married and I had already established that my husband, when he first comes in, or if he's had a rough day, and I may want to talk about, well, honey, how's your day been? If he says, I don't want to talk about it right now, but we can talk about it later, then I'm going to respect that. Because right now might not be the right time, because I don't know what he's been encountering out there.
Right.
So I need to give him time to debrief and come down, however y'all want to say it, and give him time to do whatever he needs to do.
Relax.
And then when he says, honey, I'm ready to talk about it, then I'll know that I am okay to go in his boundaries. He's done put the gate down and say, okay, we can talk. But what I think will happen is, well, why you don't want to talk about now? I probably flip the boundary, because he already said, right now, honey, I want to talk about it. Okay, he's established the boundary. I don't want to talk about it right now. So now I'm crossing boundaries when I say, well, why you don't want to talk about it? Because he don't want another question.
Exactly.
Am I on the point?
You're on the point. You're on the point.
Okay.
You're on the point.
Boundaries, we all have them. All the limitations are things we want to guard. But in the sense of a relationship, I think your boundaries have to be compromised somewhat, because sometimes stonewall boundaries hinders what's supposed to be exchanging, at exchanging of getting closer to one another. And in having those boundaries set, I would want you to know that, hey, if it was me and you, it's like, hey, let me know if my boundary affects our relationship. I think that's important for me.
Okay, I agree.
Like, on what I'm Stonewall Jackson on, is this affecting the right energy I'm supposed to be getting from you, which is, you want your peace, you want your flowers, you want you want to feel elevated. Like, no matter what goes on the other side of the door, when you come home, we engage. if you can't talk about it with me, I kind of rather for you go on in your prayer closet for a minute right now instead of me going through all of that. That's how I'm gonna do.
I get
Just
it.
leave me alone too. I'm gonna leave you alone, but going through your prayer closet because that's why we existing. Like this openness is really needed because it's like a concealment when you have the boundaries too, and you have to be careful. It's kind of like going back to the openness. You know, you say some men internalize. Well, I may not want to share with you with that, so you may not never hear it.
You know, I like that. I like that. I like that to a certain extent because I think for me,
never hear it from me.
For me, if my spouse asks me certain questions or whatever, if I come home after being out here all day in this world and I get through that door and then she comes in and be like, hey, I want to talk to you about this, talk to you. Look, right now,
you need your detox.
I need a detox time. I need my detox time. But if she pushes, like the sister was saying, she says, you know, why you need the detox time? I need to talk to you right now type thing. You're not.
See that response made me elevate.
But see, step over the boundary. That step over what you.
That's that boundary.
That's that peace. You got to have peace when you come into your household, and those boundaries are set up for reasons to keep peace in the household. I believe that, and so when those boundaries get overstepped, like for my wife, like her boundaries might be totally different than mine. If I'm not sitting there like listening to her talk about her mom or different things she's going through with her mom or her brothers or different things of that nature, now I have a attentive ear, so I'll sit back and be like, what's going on? You know, and she'll tell me. And would I give her my advice, or unless she asks me for it? If she asks me for my advice, I'll give it to her. But I just don't necessarily just come out and say, well, this is what you need to do. You know, that type of thing. Now she does it to me. You know, this is what you need to do. I'm like, look, man, I really want your ear.
That's her background.
That's her.
She got to be guided.
You know, I just want your ear at this time. I don't want no advice. You know, I want your ear at this time. You know, I don't want your advice or any of your opinions or anything right now at this particular state. I just want you to listen to what I got to say. Let me vent a little bit and let me relax a little bit because I just want your ear.
I like how no matter what we bring up, communication is always.
It is definitely.
And it's kind of growing when you say boundaries. Now let's get into how much acceptance of one individuality that you got to observe. Think about that.
Yeah. I believe all aspects of a person's individuality. If you call yourself want to be in a relationship, you best to learn. I know my wife's birthday, social security number, everything about her. And if I ask her about me, she might have to go back and look at it. But not saying nothing bad about my wife. I observe certain things. I'm that type of guy.
Well,
a lot of people not like that.
Those are like detailed things. Like,
no, not just detailed.
I remember I was on a little excursion, and they said, how many shoes your wife got?
Oh, do I?
Me, I'm that type. I don't give a damn about how many shoes she got.
I don't care. But the thing
I just ain't going into it like.
But what I'm saying is when they ask you that,
we got different views.
When they ask you
now for some men, that's just more details. Me, I really don't like. That don't mean I'm not paying attention to you.
Right.
That's just not important to you.
I look at your feet as you're gonna wear as many shoes as you can to appeal to you first, because that's your individuality.
Right.
And if there's something I don't like to see you in, I'm gonna be expressive enough to say. But as far as thinking that accepting individuality, here's an example. You're a powerful businessman over there, known across the world, in Hollywood circles and all that shit.
Oh, Lord. It's over here.
You know.
Yeah, but you know, it's just like, you know, what's beautiful is falling in love with somebody from a different culture. So I got older. I say I was so into stay in the black crowd. So now I tell people, man, you better find who will resonate with you mentally.
Yes.
Whether it's Asian person,
right? And you know,
whether it's a white person,
you know that was so powerful right there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's very powerful.
Yeah, resonate.
Very, very powerful. If somebody can resonate with you mentally, that takes the precedence over all things. Because I'm gonna tell you right there. I'm gonna tell you.
Control the mind and what will follow. Say it, Calvin. Say it.
Shut up.
Say it.
Go
Calvin.
ahead. I'm listening.
Control the
Let me
mind and
think.
what will follow.
What?
Power, nigga. No.
Ass will follow.
Really?
I ain't say that because I was going.
I know you was
I ain't
saying
finna-
that. Control
But
the mind, it will follow.
if
Everything
a woman or a man can love each other mentally, that's the most powerful love you ever going to see in life.
I agree.
Seriously,
I agree.
the most powerful love you ever going to see in life.
You know, I saw on one of these YouTube reels or IG reels, they had a very old couple
Mm-hmm.
lying in the bed.
Mm-hmm.
They said
Oh
he
yeah,
was married.
I know what you're talking about.
Did you send me that?
Yeah,
6 or 7 years.
I did send it to you. Yep, I did.
She kissed him and he laid and he kissed her.
Mm-hmm.
Physically, it shows how powerful the mind was.
Oh yeah.
At that particular stanza of that
Yes.
of that particular reel,
Mm-hmm.
showing that when it's mentally and we can massage that.
Oh man, my goodness.
I help you control your emotions. You help me control mine.
Yes.
And we find a balance in between.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
Mental love, man, is
but
my God.
that's where the real work in.
Yeah.
With being in a relationship. I don't give a darn what it's in, whether it's husband, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, working relationship,
Mm-hmm.
somebody on the job, being a team player,
Mm-hmm.
or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Tapping into that and being able to break a preoccupied mind to get to where you need to go.
Yes. I agree.
That's
I
where you
agree
go
with that. I
back to
agree with that 100%. I agree with that 100%.
That's where I'm going. So it's like when you
100%.
come home, it's like you deal with a lot of people in the run of a day and a lot of different things.
Yes.
And I'd be like, hey, Kevin, I don't think I can do what you do. Just give me the hammer, man. Leave me alone. But for dealing with all the other dynamics, it's not for me.
Right.
But I do understand you when you say when you come home, that it does take time for you to just to say,
man, I'm doing that now. I'm sitting on the podcast. I'm like, because it's true. If you have at the blunt of the day, women or men, but mainly for men, I'm just going to speak on our culture for men. For me, if I'm out there dealing with thousands of people or whatever I got going on, business and paying bills and paying debt and paying employees and dealing with job sites and dealing with different things that I go throughout the day, I want to be able to come into my household.
hard to get that million, ain't it?
Man, boy, look, you got to work. But I want to be able to come into my household to be able to say, hey, this is my domain of peace. And if you have a spouse, now a man is single, he can come in the domain of peace all he wants. Be like, hey, I'm at home now, I'm good. Close the door, do what you want to do, leave me, the world leave me alone.
That's right.
So when you got a spouse, not necessarily saying that you want to come in the door and say, leave me alone, but you want to come in the door and be like, hey, look, it is what it is. Relax. What I know we'll talk later on, but if you go ahead and wind down type of thing. Not when you hit the door, empty the garbage can. Not when you hit the door, this will happen today. Not when you hit the door, oh, what's going on? Not when you hit the door, all her stuff comes at you, especially in the world stuff is still on you, and you haven't had time to meditate or do anything else. That's really stressful for a man. That's why women live longer than men. We have a lot of stress.
I think there's a lot more information out now that men could balance the scale a little bit better.
Try to
manage that stress.
Try to.
Try harder. So, listen to your situation. It's like going back to separate individuality.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, this person worries a lot, very detailed.
Mm-hmm.
And I have that situation. If there ain't but a few dishes, you can suck your jaw like a blowfish all you want. If I say ain't washing no dishes, like, that's just what it means to me.
Right.
It took a while to accept that. It go from you're not untied at first, but you're not nasty. Okay, you just learned that I'm a little untied,
Right.
but I'm not nasty.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
it took a lot of this saying to get to it. I'll come.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it. It's like that person saying, "Oh, you got your own tune. I'm getting into my tune."
Right. Right.
And that's my tune. So instead of me being tick for tack with you, saying, "Well, why you didn't take the garbage out?" or You seen I left a pistachio shell on the ground where you been all day. I said, why you ain't picked the damn thing? You waiting on me to get home to pick it up.
Yeah.
I used to do little stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then I realized, let's be quiet.
Mm-hmm.
And they teach her like, hey, this is how I am. I didn't realize I dropped pistachio shell. I ate a handful of them. I dropped one,
Right.
and it sticks out. I get it. But I will get to it. I just got home.
Yeah.
And when I get home, I don't say nothing. I just be like, whatever. Go and drink. I'm going to get to it. It may be the last hour of the day before I go retire.
Mm.
Everything she said when she get up, done.
I like that because it's like, okay, I have an office.
Therapy over here, man. It's therapy over here.
I have an office in my home. I have an office in my home, man. In my office, I stay in my office, and I barely really even in the whole house. So I'm downstairs sometimes watching movies or whatever, but I have my office and everything. So,
well, hey,
and so
2-story house, big house.
Yeah, man. Let me finish talking. So.
His woman love him, boy.
We have 4 closets in the whole house, like 4 closets, main closets. I have 1 closet that's in my office. So my office has my clothes in it and my shoes. She has all 3 closets.
Oh, that's how I want to roll, though.
So what I'm saying to you is this.
And right, Mechelle?
Don't do that.
Let me finish, man. Let me finish out. Let me finish out what you're saying.
Yeah.
So I stay in my office most of the time. I have my own bathroom. She has her own bathroom. My bathroom can be untidy. When I say untidy sometimes, I get to it when I get to it. My office can be untidy. Not nasty, not dirty, not untidy. My wife, and I think it's in every woman maybe, oh, you walk past my bathroom, you gonna pick up there. Oh, I said, this is my bathroom. Leave me alone. Leave me alone right now. Come past my office. Oh, you have paperwork this. Let me tidy it up when I get a chance to. I see what he's saying about when we get to it, we're going to get to it. But it's going to get done. It's definitely going to get done. But it's not going to be done in your time frame. And that's what causes a lot of confusion in marriages and relationships. Because you do your thing the way you do it, and I do my thing the way I do it.
Let me give you something to help you with that. Is what I'm doing enough for you to haul ass?
Do what now?
Is what I'm doing is enough for you to haul ass?
No, it ain't going to be. Not
that's
at
what.
all.
That's basically what it
is.
It's a black and white question.
Yeah.
It ain't no gray in between.
It ain't gonna make it break it, but
if it ain't no make and break,
is it?
Honey, you might be putting too much energy
into it. Too much.
Right now, I ain't gonna waste it. But that's what I mean by accepting the individuality.
Yeah, you got to.
Like,
can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
So somewhere in the dating, don't you get you should, am I correct? You should know if that individual is tidy or sloppy. Or don't like to clean up certain things. Because somewhere in I find it really hard to believe that when you're dating, like there's gotta be some road signs somewhere. Especially if you're in 2 different apartments or living separately and he comes to your house and you go to his house, like you don't see the atmosphere. Like, I mean, if you got an office in your room, in your house, and I noticed that you don't kind of clean up your office. So what am I gonna make? That's gonna make me think when we get married, you're gonna do this a little different.
Well, you know what? People change over time.
I understand,
and they try to suffice each other's personalities. Like, if my wife was to come to me and say, she done it a couple of times. I do her like this sometimes. My wife is very tidy. She's very clean. And so I'm not dirty at all. Don't get me wrong. But
I'm not saying that.
I'm untidy. Well, when I say that, if I'm in a rush, I leave things out.
Okay.
But I'll come back to them later on. I might leave things if I got to get out of the house and I wake up later. I got to rush to the bathroom, take a shower, do my stuff on the floor. I'm like, I'm out of here, type of thing. Now, for me, if my wife was to leave something on the floor, guess what Calvin gonna do? Calvin gonna pick it up. Calvin gonna put it in a hamper. Calvin's gonna make sure it's in a hamper, or even put it in the washing machine. Now, for her, she'll pick it up. She'll tell me.
It's a little mouth.
It's a mouth on it. It's the mouth thing. I picked your clothes up. Really? Thank you. Well, you need to do more better with this. You need to do better with that.
At this
At
point,
that
after
point,
30 years of marriage,
yeah,
you got to accept your lady
as she is,
and that's the
that's her. That's
individuality we're
her.
talking
That's
about.
her. That's her.
Now we're going back to the change to kind of get out of here. Like, you're looking for growth in that, and you're not seeing.
You're not gonna see it because
Right?
they're embedded in it already. They already adapted it. It's not gonna change. It's just there. You mean
So-
you
But
can't?
you learn
You can't.
how to-
I learn how to adjust to it.
Okay.
But I do think you're trying to say too that be careful of trying to fit me in your ideal on what you want me to do.
Exactly.
Because you saying I'm
Exactly.
gonna be me.
I gotta be me.
That goes.
Don't try to change me, because if you
Right.
let me change, let me evolve to who I am the way God sees fit, or and let me grow into where I'm supposed to go. But don't try to change me to fit your ideal person. And I'll try myself not to do the same with her.
Right.
Like, you're not. I can't change you. You're gonna be who you are. If you change to appease me to where I like stuff, well, ooh, thank you, Lord. Type of thing. You know what I'm talking about? But if you don't change, and I've always expressed myself how I want to see you, and you don't change, that's because of who you are. You can't change an individual person because.
Well, when you don't, you become a hostage. Don't you agree?
Big time. Oh yeah, you be locked up like big time.
You said it.
You become a hostage in your situation.
Mhm.
And that's when it spills over to things getting out of control.
Animosity and everything else.
Animosity made you speak. That's what made you get your.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't bring your black ass home last night. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
So, the hostage situation, you got to be careful because, having true freedom in anything is expensive.
I want to say this real quick before we go.
It's very expensive.
I don't want to, we're doing a live podcast. I don't want to put my wife in a light to where it's going to make her look bad. That's not what I'm doing. What I'm doing is I'm illustrating certain things that can take effect in relationships.
We ain't talking about your wife.
No, I'm just saying, you get what I'm saying, though, right? Yeah, I'm using it as an illustration. Yeah,
because you're gonna help somebody.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna look at this podcast, and something that you said,
it's gonna click. Trust me,
it's gonna be like, oh, I'm doing that to him.
I got the same damn thing.
Or you may say, oh yeah, my wife like that, but I can make some adjustments. So our testimonies of our experiences, if you can use that, is a way to teach other people with certain things that they're facing right then.
Oh yeah.
So I believe anything you do and you go through experience, it will be helpful for someone else.
It definitely will. Definitely. I agree 100%.
Because where you have been in your journey will help young men that are identifying with you, and the same with you. There are men out there that are married and they listen to you. That's going to help them reset their mind.
Oh, yeah.
That, you know what? It's not so bad. She does, but is it worth what you said to leave?
Yeah.
No, I love her. I'm not going to leave her. But I need to make
an easy way to help analyze the situation.
Right.
And I often say it.
Yeah.
I appreciate the cleanliness of a woman. Love it.
Oh yeah.
Love it. That's what probably lure you to that. That hey, that feature of that woman, you like, I love coming to a clean house like that. Even though you might have kicked off your shoes, these are just things that we do. It's like all the women out there be like, child boo. Every man almost like that.
Yeah.
Like, you have do some that's what they call it. You in that medical shit. ACOD. OCD. Yeah. That
well, there are men that I know are very OCD.
Yeah.
And I don't take that away from them. That's just who they are. But again, if you end up with someone that's OCD, you know that they have their things in certain order. So do you conform to them? Not necessarily, because either he's gonna understand, well, she's not OCD, but she's neat. It's not enough for me not to be there.
But here's what I do understand as somebody that kind of stay on top of you. Eventually, they shape your ass in line.
And you know what?
Guess what? You would say, Well, let me get this something for this girl to see this because I don't.
You know what? That's bad. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Y'all showing it.
Boy, I'm telling you, I'm not lying to you, boy, because my wife would go to work in the evening time for 2 hours. Those 2 hours, I got free time in my house, right?
You relax.
So I'm relaxing, right? I'm probably running to do that joke like, oh, and I might leave something out. And that time I look at the clock and boy, I know she come up. Oh, I better get this right here. And I'm like, what the heck wrong with me? You know,
but that's what he's saying. That's what
I'm saying. She's shaping you because she feel like, hey, in this house, if you like it, you got me because I'm clean. I got to remind you that this is what it's gonna be.
That's funny. That's funny.
But you made it valuable. I like that.
It's conforming. It's conforming. Yeah.
It's conforming, and it's not. And sometimes we don't realize that we do it. Like Simon said, it's not intentional, but you grow into it.
Yeah,
because in marriages,
yeah,
you like you said, that person is constant evolving. And my pastor said that who you are right now are not going to be same person because you're constantly evolving. And I think evolving is growth.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's evolving with each other, and you're growing together, and you're learning what your triggers are, what his triggers are. That's all a part of growth. Because if you go and get someone that's been married 65 years, I can guarantee you they can have a whole life story that there was a period of time where he probably wanted to throw the towel in, she wanted to throw the towel in, and then it comes that next segment. How many years you say? Every 7?
You know, J. Cole and Missy Elliott had a song say, nobody's perfect, baby. Nobody's perfect, baby. But you're perfect for me.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna leave this here. You just answer yes or no. How to cultivate true love. Communicate clearly and I like what Calvin said. Vulnerability to listen actively.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Keeping promises.
Gotta keep them, kid. Yes.
Well, I know we're talking about the vow thing.
Well, that ain't talking about that. I'm talking about any promise you make it inside your marriage for certain things. You got to keep it
right.
Mm-hmm.
Share values and goals, but respect the differences.
Amen to that. Yes.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Now, we talking about cultivating love. We're trying to leave with some nuggets. Practice and repair the conflicts.
Yes.
Maintaining your own identity.
Yes.
Yes.
Definitely.
You have
definitely. To. Yes.
Got to come back on that a little later.
We're gonna have to.
It's like growing into one.
Yeah. You got to maintain your own identity.
Mm-hmm.
That's but the last one says keep share the rituals. I guess activities, affection, and curiosity alive. I like the curiosity.
Curiosity. You got to keep that stuff alive, man, in your marriage and your spouse or whatever relationship you're in. That curiosity thing, man, you have to keep it alive, man.
Okay, I'm gonna leave it with this. A definition of love. It said love is an emotional connection, attachment, and a care for someone.
I'm agree with all three.
I do. I agree.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
All three.
Love is an emotional connection, attachment, and care for someone. As you would say, we just summed up how to love. This your OG Simon P. Mechelle, thank you for joining us again. And Calvin say he got to go make that ticket out there.
Calvin,
please like, share, subscribe. Common Hood, we out.